Hey guys, welcome back. Andrew here with Ambient Endeavors, and before we launch into today's video, I just want to say a big welcome and thank you to any of the new subscribers that have joined us in the last few days here. I did a video on the UA Enigmatic amp pedal a couple days back, and a number of folks saw that video. A bunch of new subscribers came in, and so I want to say welcome. I really appreciate all of you guys for subscribing to the channel, supporting what I'm doing here, and being interested in engaging with the gear and the subjects that we talk about. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a huge support. And I think this is a cool follow-on to that video. Occasionally it works out where the sequence of demos here have some kind of fluidity and continuity, but today we're talking about just a fun dirt pedal, a pedal that spans kind of cleanish boost to overdrive to fuzz, something that can really do it all and do it really, really well. It's the kittycasterFX Groovy Wizard, and in talking to them over the last few months, I knew I was getting a pedal. I didn't quite know what pedal of theirs I was going to get, and I certainly didn't know it was going to be a really cool vibey orange aesthetic here. And so I'm not quite sure what their plans are with this specific colorway or this version of the Groovy Wizard, but it's pretty cool to have it in here, and I guess keep your eyes and ears peeled to Kittycaster to see if they're going to toss this up as a limited run option or something. But we're going to dive into the Groovy Wizard here, talk a little bit about what it is, talk about its control set, and then hear a bunch of sounds that showcase the range of tones and textures you can get with this pedal. So the Groovy Wizard is a silicon germanium hybrid fuzz driver. It really does live kind of in that in-between in a lot of different ways, whether it be the different textures and feels of both silicon and germanium paired in this pedal, as well as kind of existing as an overdrive, kind of existing as a fuzz, but really being able to do both. It's a really cool quality about this pedal. If you read the description and sort of the backstory of the design, it was in an effort to kind of create the ideal fuzz driver that could exist in a lot of different settings, at a lot of different points in your rig or on your pedal board, that could interact with clean or dirty amps and different types of pickups and all that. And I think that they really nailed that in the Groovy Wizard here, and it provides just a really fun playing experience for a dirt box that kind of can live in a few different camps and also live outside of your kind of run-of-the-mill overdrives or fuzzes that you're used to. The presentation is really cool. Obviously this orange one is really vibey and fun. They have this cool wedged enclosure that they use that's kind of old school feeling. It's a little bit oversized. You've got your top mounted jacks on the back here. And then for this specific pedal, one of the first things you'll notice is that there's no LED. In the design and the development of the pedal, they realized that by omitting that LED, they kind of got the best sounding and feeling drive. And so they took it out. It's one of those pedals also that you'll know when it's on or off. There's not really a need for an LED there, so not to worry. And then you have a really straightforward control set here too. So on top you've got a volume on the left, you have your gain control on the right to kind of increase saturation and drive on the right there. You have a presence control here on the left, which is really useful and helpful to bring out some of that high-end sparkle to the fuzz. And you also have a contour control on the right, which affects the amount of low end that gets fed into the fuzz circuit. So you can dial up that contour control to get more low end presence, more kind of body and richness in the low end there. These two controls work really well in tandem to kind of help either adjust your fuzz and drive sounds to blend with the guitar you're using or the amp you're going into, and again to kind of create either sharper, brighter, more articulate fuzz tones or those kind of warmer, rounder, fuller fuzz sounds. And this is really one of those fuzzes that does interact really nicely with your volume control on your guitar, so you can integrate that along with the settings on your fuzz here to really create some nice sparkly cleaner sounds by rolling your volume back, and then drive the fuzz into that beautiful saturation when you dial up your volume control on your guitar. One thing I don't often bring up in these types of videos, but I think it's kind of pertinent just because of the experience I've had so far in the last couple months, is that the folks over at Kittycaster that I've been working with and trading emails with for a handful of weeks now have just been awesome. They've been timely, they've been kind and genuine in their communication, and just the ways that we have kind of prepared for and planned this demo here. And so if that is a factor in the way that you buy gear if that is a concern or an interest to you. And some of these maybe lesser known builders or smaller builders, I have had nothing but a great experience with them on that front. So I would have no hesitancy working with, communicating with, buying from the folks at Kittycaster. We're going to dive into some of the sounds on the Groovy Wizard here. I'm going to throw it back on the pedal board. We're going to hear it from the cleanish side of texture to the dirty, saturated, fuzzy side and everything in between. I'm going to be playing through that Trent Model 1 that you saw in the intro sketch. We're going to run the Groovy Wizard into a Strymon Volante for some delay at times, into an HX1 for some modulation, and then onto a Nunaber Wet reverb for some reverb. We're running that all into a 60s Princeton non-reverb behind me here and onto the UA aux box. And let's hear how it sounds. Check it out.